Hi, I'm Kate, also known as the Daily Tarot Girl, and this is my kitty cat, Merlina. And in this video, I am going to show you my #1 tarot spread. This is my absolute favorite tarot spread. This is my favorite tarot spread that I use all the time. So I would call this like the most useful, the most helpful tarot spread of all. And I'm going to show you an image. So you'll see the image of this spread on your screen. So the center card is the mirror card. So this reflects what's going on for you right now. The card on the left, is the challenge card. So this is whatever is challenging you, whatever is getting in your way. This might be something that you need to let go of, something that you need to address in some way. And then the card on the right is the helper card. So this is telling you what is going to be most helpful for you at this time. So there's actually 2 ways to use this spread, and I'm going to demonstrate both ways. So the first way is just the traditional way of using a tarot spread. The second way, which I call kind of the method for tarot rebels, is to, instead of using this spread as a spread, you would just shuffle your deck, randomly draw 3 cards, have a look at your cards, and then see if you can spot the mirror card, the challenger card, and the helper card. So I'm going to demonstrate both ways of using this spread, and yeah, let's dive in. And if you want to download your own copy of this spread, I'm going to put a link below. All right, so I'm going to do a little demonstration reading using this spread. And I'm going to do a reading for you, the viewer. So this will be a general reading, and my intention is that whoever stumbles across this video and watches it will resonate with this reading in some way. So there will be a message for you. All right, so this first card is the mirror card. And then this is the challenge card, and then a helper card. Let's go with this one. All right, so the deck that I'm using for this reading is, let's just zoom out a little here, the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot by Ethony. All right. So let's begin with the first card. So this is the mirror card. So this card is kind of mirroring what's going on for you right now, kind of where you're at. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles, and if you look at this card, it's almost like I feel like I'm about to step into this card and step through this archway or this portal and begin on this path. That's how I feel, that's my first kind of urge as I look at this card. So it feels like wherever you're at in life right now, you're kind of on the precipice of some sort of new beginning. Now, this is a minor arcana card, so it's not the major arcana card that is most similar to Ace of Pentacles might be the Fool. But the Fool is about, going on a big journey, making a big change, whereas Ace of Pentacles is a little bit more minor in nature. But nevertheless, this is about starting something new, going down a new path, and taking that first step. So that first step might be a very small step, but it's going to have a big impact later on down the road. So that first step is really important. The other thing I get with Ace of Pentacles is this hand is offering you something here. Something is being offered. And it also makes me think of setting some sort of goal, having some sort of focal point, something to focus on. Again, as I look at the card, I see the winding path. It comes to the trees, and then there's this mountain in the background. And it feels like having something to work towards, something to focus on, whether it's like a skill that you're learning, a project that you want to start, a new hobby, and maybe even, changing careers or something like that. If you have some sort of focus, that's going to be really helpful for you. So this is kind of reflecting sort of where things are right now. You're kind of on the precipice of starting down a new path, and you're kind of trying to figure out, well, what should my first step be? What's the first step I should take? Let's look at the challenge card. So this is going to show you what is challenging you, what might get in the way. Is there anything that you need to let go of here? And interestingly, we have the Four of Swords. And I say interestingly because I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards. So it's interesting when a card that you love shows up as a challenge. So one thing that might challenge you is quieting your mind. The Four of Swords is about holding a space for yourself that allows you to empty out your mind, to let go of that incessant thinking. The mind is always active, usually. It's often always active, and the mind has all kinds of opinions and criticisms and judgments, and that can actually really get in the way of this. So you might think, okay, what should my first step be? And then you think, aha, this is what I'm going to do. And then your mind gets in the way and says, no, you shouldn't do that. You should do this, and you can't do that, and it will never work out, etc. Or maybe that's just how my mind is. Maybe your mind is a bit different. But that is what might get in the way of you trying anything new or taking a risk or taking that first step, is you might overthink things. So that is one possible challenge. Another way to see this card is that alone time and spending time alone. Now notice his laptop is down below, so he's not looking at his screen. He's not really distracted by anything. He's letting go of distractions. That might be something that's hard for you, is to be able to come to a place where you can really just be with yourself, be with your own thoughts, be with your own feelings. Let the distractions go, and think of all the things that you use to distract yourself, whether it's your phone, your laptop, even like music or coffee or booze. Like a lot of these things can, give us a lot of pleasure, but also act as a distraction. And so that's another thing that might get in the way that you want to address. Okay, let's have a look at the Helper card. So this card is telling you what is going to help you the most right now. And this is interesting because we have the Ten of Wands, which is a very challenging card. The Ten of Wands is about having a lot on your plate and feeling kind of stressed, like you're carrying a big load and you have a lot to do, maybe a sense of overwhelm or exhaustion with all the responsibilities and things that you need to take care of. And the message I get with the Ten of Wands is stop taking on so much. Now, this makes me think of a reading I did not too long ago. It was a couple weeks ago. And I was doing a reading for this woman, and she said, her question was, how can I get enough energy to continue in my life? Like she was just feeling really drained and exhausted. And she said, I need more energy. How can I get more energy to do the things I need to do? And I did a reading for her, and this card came up, and I said, it's not about getting more energy. It's about letting go of some of the things that take so much energy. So it's about like conserving your energy better. It's not about trying to create more energy, because that doesn't always work. So it's about not trying to put your energy into so many things at the same time. So Ten of Wands is saying the one thing that will help you is to take on less. So maybe delegating certain things, starting to say no more. You may not be able to let go of the things that you've already committed to and the things that already need to be done, but you can probably avoid taking on more. So getting comfortable saying no, asking for help if you're, that person who tries to do everything all on your own. You don't want to ask anyone for help. 10 of Wands is saying, okay, you actually might have to ask someone for help with this. And also being gentle with yourself. Not everything has to be done perfectly. It's okay to do certain things kind of half-assed. Okay, so I'm going to look at all 3 cards together. So we have the challenge card, we have the helper card, we have the mirror card. And I'm just looking to see if anything else jumps out. I'm not seeing, let's see, nothing is jumping out at me. I feel like the message was pretty clear. So I'm going to wrap this reading up, and I'm going to demonstrate another way to use this spread. Now, this is what I call kind of the rebels way of using this spread. So you're not actually going to use this spread as a spread at all. Now I'm just going to reshuffle my cards here. And now I'm going to do a reading for myself. So you're going to get a little sneak peek into my life and into this a self-reading that I'm going to do. So I'm going to ask my deck, what 3 cards do I need to see the most? What 3 cards wish to show themselves to me right now? And I'm just going to draw 3 cards. And I'm going to turn all the cards over at once. And I'm going to look for the mirror card, the challenge card, and the helper card. Okay, nice. So we've got 7 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, and Death. All right, so I'm just going to take a moment looking at these 3 cards. Really interesting that these are the 3 that wanted to show up for me. They're all kind of challenging cards, to be honest. So the card that I feel really reflects where I'm at right now, actually they all kind of reflect where I'm at right now, and that's okay. So sometimes, maybe 2 of the 3 cards or all of the cards kind of reflect something that's going on. And when it comes to spotting the challenge card or the helper card, more than one card might actually be the challenge card or the helper card. And some cards might be both. Like I can see how this is a challenge card and a helper card and a mirror card. Okay, so I'm going to go with, I'm going to go with 7 of Cups as, I'm going to go with 7 of Cups as the mirror card because I feel like that most closely kind of reflects what's going on for me. So 7 of Cups is about having a lot of different options and trying to make a decision as to what you're going to choose. Where are you going to put your focus? What cup are you going to pick up and choose? And I feel right now that there's many different things I could do in my business, in my personal life, in my creative life. And it's an issue of kind of narrowing down my focus and not trying to do it all. So that really reflects kind of where I'm at. And then I'm going to say the 4 of Pentacles is definitely my challenge card. So 4 of Pentacles is about kind of feeling like there might not be enough to go around, feeling like you don't have enough money to do the things you want to do. You don't have enough energy. Maybe you don't have enough attention or love or whatever it is that you're after. Now, when I look at the 4 of Pentacles, I'm like, this is definitely like a financial thing, feeling like, oh, I need more money. I don't have enough money. I have lots of bills coming up. So I can kind of relate in that sense. But more importantly, it's this feeling of, I feel like I need to be really conservative right now with not just money, but like my energy. I feel like I have a lack of energy, lack of ideas, and feeling like there's things I want to do, but then I'm like, oh, but I don't have enough time. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough money for that. And that kind of holds me back. So that is what's challenging me right now. Death, I'm going to choose as the helper card. I feel like with Death, and this is a major arcana card, and I'm really drawn to the sickle. And to me, that sickle is a symbol of clearing and cutting away the dead branches. Like when you go out in the yard and you prune all the dead branches off. And this need to clear things out. And that's actually what's going to be most helpful for me, is if I focus on that act of clearing the clutter, pruning away the dead branches, pruning away what doesn't need to be there, what's kind of getting in the way, what's cluttering up my space. And I'm going to read this as, this is really specific, but months ago, I did a big clear out, a sort out of my basement, and I got boxes and boxes of stuff that I want to get rid of or throw in the garbage. And I put it all in a storage area, and I haven't dealt with it yet. And so I think I need to actually get rid of that stuff that I intend to get rid of. Really clear the clutter. And I think that that's going to free up some energy and free up some mental space. And it's going to help me kind of navigate this challenge and make the choices that I need to make. So that's just another way that you can work with this spread in kind of a non-spread sort of way. So I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much for watching. If you're curious about the deck I used, it's the Cosmic Wisdom Tarot by Ethony. I'll put a link to it in the description box below this video. So thank you for watching, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the spread. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you. All right. Thank you so much for watching.